Up next, the Spurs taking on the Raptors. For the San Antonio Spurs, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Raptors, Spurs, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. All right, a chance to check out stats for Harrison Barnes.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Biyombo at the 5. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now, here's Quickly. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Paul passes to Biyombo. Here's Castle. Paul with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. And a missed layup. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's San Antonio. We're about 1 minute into the first. Barnes kicks to Paul. Spurs passing it around. They set the screen. The drive by Barnes. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's definite contact on that drive. Barnes with the wiry strength to play through it.
Barnes outside. Pass to Walter. Pirtle with the ball. Covered by Biyombo. Here's Walter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
His vision is excellent for his center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
Now here's Paul. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Biyombo. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Vassell.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Vassell. And yes, it's good. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes outside. Pass to Pirtle. quickly with it, launches it, sinks the triple.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Pirtle kicks to quickly. Barrett against Vassell. Second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
And that one falls for Barrett. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And so Barrett nails both of them.
Well, one thing you love about R.J. Barrett is he is a scorer at heart. This guy will hunt shots. He's going to be aggressive. And when he gets on a roll, look out, guys.
Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. Has to be Biombo. And Pirtle sends it back. Here's Barrett. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This guy is a committed scorer. You get physical with R.J. Barrett, he knows how to stay under control.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
Now here's Barnes. 29 points for him last game against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Nice job by Barrett. Just understanding where he needed to be to make that play successful.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You see yourself on the screen and you know what? Your best move. Let's go.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. In the third spot, the Spurs.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Inside. Bounce pass from Zohan. Right wing. Will it go? Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Paul against Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Mobo. Raptors moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Quickly. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Vassell. Poke loose. Quickly against Paul. The rejection by Paul. And he's able to get it back. Barrett against Vassell. Left side, Barrett. Shoots over Vassell. Barrett, no good. Spurs trail by 7. Vassell with it. Picked up by Barrett.
And now let's take a look at the stats for R.J. Barrett. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Good on both. Raptors leading by 5. And here is Quickly. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Barrett against Vassell. He goes up again, and that one drops. Barrett's got 10.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now, Zohan. Boy, that win against the 76ers. He's another guy who really showed up to play. 6 to shoot. High, arcing shot. Mobo with the rebound. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 7. Here's Castle. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And the basket by Vassell. He's got 6. Toronto leading by 5. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Evan, slowly, the pieces are falling into place."
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
Solid IQ play right there from Emmanuel Quickly.
Biombo, no luck.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Quickly. That shot off. Good work defensively by Paul.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Count it.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now, here's Quickly. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Walter. It's a 3-point game. Wants to get it to Biombo and does. Here's Castle. Still scoreless. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside. And that ties it up.
And Paul is dangerous from the perimeter. You can't let him get comfortable from that corner pocket.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. To the inside. Mobile. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Biyombo finds Vassell. Rebound by the Raptors. This matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Paul against Quickly. Pass to Castle. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, with that frame, if Bismack Biyombo gets that kind of position, your best bet is to foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The first one falls.
What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Second free throw, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Barnes down low. Defended by Sohan. And that one's good. Barnes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Combo dishes to Johnson. Pass to Wesley. Shot from the top of the key. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. A drive by Barnes. How Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022.
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
And the first one drops. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Barnes hits them both.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Austin in the corner. Pass to Shed. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Shed. 11 points for him in that last game against the Golden State Warriors.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And that one's good, Barnes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that one released in time, but no good. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Raptors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 3. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. On the court right now for the Spurs, the forwards for them, Johnson and Sohan. Then it's Barnes, and it's Bassey in its center. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Raptors with the lead. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. It's deflected. Barnes with it. Here's Champagnie. Lays it up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Pass to Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Here's Barnes. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Bassey. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Barnes. He has 6. Offensive rebound. Here's Abaji. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Pass to Sohan. Johnson, a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got 7.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Shed, covered by Barnes. Shed, that's good. Shed's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Toronto. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Bassie. Here's Champagnie. Here he goes, and he gets it to go. Champagnie's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Raptors.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
First one falls for San Antonio making a switch here. Branham's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Pass to Bassie. Here's Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Champagnie's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Abashi, the pass to Barnes. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
Scotty Barnes. 2 shots.
Take a break.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Spurs making a switch here. Duke's checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Duke. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Duke the pass to Champagny. To the inside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Best. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Lawson. Nothing on the board. Here's Shed. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
At the line for Toronto. 1 shot. 1 shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist by Vassell. Johnson's got 9.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Pass to Quickly. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Quickly missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And he can't hit the second.
When you watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Shed. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Mobo. Screen by Pirtle. And again, Toronto no up. Spurs leading by 3. Vassell outside. To the paint. Here's Sohan. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lawson right side. Pass to Shed. Quickly up top. Covered by Biyombo. Outside for Lawson. From the high post. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Now, here's Biyombo, defended by Pirtle. Biyombo dishes to Johnson. Vassell outside. San Antonio again missing. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Shed. He's got 6. To the right side. Pirtle kicks to Quickly. Back to Pirtle. To end the drought. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Vassell, the pass to Champagny. Now Biyombo. Vassell outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Vassell's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pirtle with a screen on Vassell. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Pirtle.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Pass to Sohan. A fadeaway. Rebound by the Raptors. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now, here's Johnson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's Vassell. And Pirtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle, that's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Pass to Shed. Inside, and stolen by Biyombo. Floats one. That's tipped. Quickly with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
Pass to Champagny. Now, here's Biyombo. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Monday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
For that Hornets matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
That free throw, no good. And the Spurs making a change here. So we can't get either to fall. The Raptors have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And the Raptors miss again. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
There's a good screen. Ball for 3. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Barnes. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Barnes has got 13 points.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Vassell was screen on quickly. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, you can see the tenacity of Chris Paul in play there. He refuses to give up on the shot, wants to get the end one. Nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for one.
And that one falls for Paul.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Now here is Pirtle. 10 points for him. Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Latre. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Quickly against Paul. Here's Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
Here's Walter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Barrett. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Fires it up. They get it again. Pirtle. And he converts the layup. Pirtle's got 8 points here in this quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
San Antonio trailing here. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Here's Biyombo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Biyombo's got the first basket of the second half here for the Spurs. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Barrett, no good. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. To the middle, here's Biyombo. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
This guy is very solid close to the rim. Biyombo knows when to be assertive on the interior.
Outside, Barrett. Pass to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Down low. Tries again. Pirtle's shot is off.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Paul outside. Here's Castle. Still without a basket. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Drills the three-pointer. Quickly's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Paul against Quickly. Paul passes to Barnes. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Barnes has got his third basket of the night right there. Barrett against Vassell. Here's Pirtle. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. Paul can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Right side, Barrett. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, we call that taking no chances on the putback. R.J. Barrett with a little bit of meanness in his game.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Ball outside. And Barnes sends it back.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Back to quickly. With the floater. Rebound, San Antonio. Barnes outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Paul can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Quickly kicks to Barnes. For the lead. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, you can see how dominant Scotty Barnes is capable of being. This guy is so aggressive right now.
Paul surveying the floor. The three. Paul missing again.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Barnes bounce pass to the inside. Here's Pirtle. Got that one. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
Oh, you see Jakob Pirtle powering through the contact. Use that size, young sir.
Vassell kicks to Barnes. Vassell, the pass to Paul. Pass to Castle. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes outside. Pirtle with the ball. And here is Quickly. They get it back.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Paul outside. Jacks up a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Quickly. And he lays it straight in. Quickly's got 8 points.
That's about activity, determination, Quickly finishing strong.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Castle. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Misses from short range. Raptors with the lead. Barnes finds Quickly. Doubled by Vassell. The 3 from Barnes. Rebounds San Antonio. Biyombo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Vassell against Quickly. And the basket by Vassell.
Oh, aggressive defense. And Vassell doesn't let it bother him at all. Gets right through the contact.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. First three-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the Spurs with some changes. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in for Castle. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Shed. Barnes, screen on Paul. Here's Shed. Good on the triple. Shed's got 9. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And here's Barnes for 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That'll be his second foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. San Antonio on defense. Here's Shed. He's got 9. Left side, Barrett. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good for 2.
Oh, that's a big-time grip by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Spurs trail by 3. Back to Paul. Pass to Biyombo. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
There's the screen. Here's Barrett. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside. In the paint, RJ making his presence felt.
To the inside. A nice shot by Sohan.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Barrett.